Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Louis Errington channel stream. I am Hafiz from Hafiz TV. I'm filling in for Louis today at the Magistrates Court in Westminster, where Tommy Robinson is going to get the verdict of his hearing, and he will find out whether he will be spending any time in custodial service or whether he's going to custodial service, where he's going to get a custodial sentence, or whether he's just simply going to be free. And as you know, that Lewis covered this last week, a few weeks ago, sorry, when the evidences were presented. But now we are here at Magistrates Crown Court again in Westminster to find out the verdict of that hearing. So already I believe Tommy Robinson has already entered the court, because the court opened at 9 and it is 22 minutes past 9. We're a little late because things were crazy getting here. But for now, we're actually looking at some of the people who are actually waiting to go into the viewers gallery. There's a bit of a queue here at the moment. And here we are with another amazing YouTuber, Resistance GB. Wellesley, how are you, sir? How are you? Guys, this is Wellesley from Resistance GB. Yeah, I take it you've been here some time now?
Not too long. I would like to be more prompt, but I don't want to mislead you.
Welcome to my world. It was a nightmare getting in.
But I saw the stand almost go over. Did they see the wobble?
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't live when the wobble.
Oh, never happened.
It never happened. No one knows. If no one sees it, nothing happens. If a tree falls in the wood and no one hears it, it doesn't fall. That's the policy we have. So, what are you expecting from today's verdict?
Oh, well, the thing is, I don't know. I think the fact that Tommy Robinson had, at least 250,000 people out on the streets. I know some people have higher estimates. I know some people, well, the mainstream have lower estimates. I know those weren't true, because when the last rally happened on September the 13th, I left the front when it started and went to the back, saw the numbers. I think they might be afraid, and it depends how they react to that fear. We've now got a situation where the Home Secretary is now having to address questions about Tommy Robinson. We've got a situation where he's broken into the mainstream public consciousness. I mean, he is more known than cabinet ministers at this point.
Yes, absolutely.
He may be more well known than Keir Starmer. I haven't checked the polling or the stats
globally,
on that.
I don't know. Maybe globally, because Keir Starmer is now Prime Minister, so maybe he's ranked up a little bit higher.
Honestly, I think you'd be surprised. I think he has huge recognition across the country. But what sort of concerns me is how they will react. I mean, we know that these courts don't really care about justice. What they care about is essentially expediency. Like, you see that in the Andrew Bridgen versus Matt Hancock case, right? You've got that on its third motion to cast it out. No, you get one of those, right? We've seen it throughout all the lockdowns, right? People arrested for walking in a park, people beaten up.
Yourself were one of those victims,
Yep,
really.
I got put on trial for the police beating me up. But more than me, you see so many people going through these courts, and they don't need to rig every single trial. That would be a lot of work. What they do need to do is focus on a very narrow band of trials, which are the political ones, and then they can get away with what they want, because then they can take it's like the whole head of the snake thing. I'm not saying he's some sort of serpent, but what I am saying is, if they take the head off the beasts, then it's headless.
It's the old adage of, you strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter.
And what worries me is they've been using this more and more and more. Like, obviously, I think they tested it out with Paul Golding.
Yes,
and
that was some time back, actually, coming from Russia.
That was a while back. And what they do is they pick the most marginal cases. Once they pick the most marginal cases, they then can, slowly, thin end of the wedge, move it in. So what sort of concerns me here is, I think that this can be, if we get a verdict which I believe is, illegal, unconstitutional today, and which basically says you don't have the right to legal counsel, you don't have the right to remain silent, you don't have the right to keep your phone or anything if you're a journalist. Those carve-outs don't exist. If they say that the police can just detain
basically
people,
you have no rights.
If the police can detain people anyone on a terrorism charge without probable cause, it's like the police have no right to go and grab random people off the street because we think you might be a terrorist. Well, they know. They know.
I mean, to that argument, admittedly, I think they can at the moment only do it at ports of entry and exit.
Yes.
They can't really come to your house and do it, but
Which is
that
why they
is
wait.
just the beginning.
Which is why they wait. So it's sort of, if you happen to be a political dissident, the rule is like, oh, don't leave the country. It's just another way to intimidate people. It's
It's the net is
Chinese
closing.
social credit system. It's like, okay, if you happen to be one of these people, you basically can't go in and out of the country without having at least a second phone. But even if you do have a second phone, you have to sit there and you have to answer their questions. Otherwise, they will declare you a terrorist.
You can't even say no comment. You can't even say no comment. I wonder if you answer questions like if they say, have you ever been involved in any kind of terrorist acts, and you say duck. Chickens. I wonder if that constitutes an answer. Do they have stipulations on what answer you have to give, or can you just say any gibberish?
Well, I think the idea is that you're meant to answer to the best of your ability. So it's the idea that they can just interrogate you and compel you into speech. This is something which is completely alien to English law. This was brought in with the sort of new Labour era.
Oh yeah.
And it's got to be gone.
And they always cage it in like, this is the terrorism law. We're going to use it against terrorists. But of course, we all know that any law that comes in, no matter what pretext it is, it will eventually be used against ordinary people.
Well, we've seen it happen to members of Lotus Eaters, haven't we? We've seen
Yeah,
it happening
yeah.
to
Callum.
political party leaders.
Paul Thorpe.
We've seen it to people who. I heard a story not too long ago, a couple of months ago, of a guy who I believe he co-wrote or he published a book of someone who's more high profile, and so they went for him. As far as I can see, this is completely corrupt, completely illegal, and it worries me. It worries me. But I don't necessarily think we're going to see the change today. Maybe they'll decide that it'll be too inflammatory to go ahead with this. But I think we need to see serious changes to this system, because the idea that the government can just say you're guilty, which is what a district judge is, and lock you up for 6 months, I think that needs to go away and never come back.
Certainly, I think being put in prison without a jury trial is a questionable thing, to say the least. To at least have the jury of your peers judge you, that was supposed to be the bedrock of liberal Western societies, which doesn't seem to be happening anymore. It's we're edging ever closer to the Middle East.
Well, we saw this with Julian Assange as well. Julian
Yes.
Assange, how many years was he locked up, Belmarsh, and he was not given access to a jury trial. That deeply concerns me. It deeply worries me.
On charges that another person in another country, which later dropped, still he was being held for that. But of course, we all know Julian Assange's crime wasn't essaying some woman in Sweden. It was the fact that he started WikiLeaks and he exposed the British and the Americans.
Yep, and it's all political. So these political cases, they've been doing this for years. It's probably going to get worse, and it concerns me deeply.
Yeah. I think we're headed down a very, very, very dark path. Anyway, thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Yes, by all means, go for it. Do you want to put it in the same location, or do you want to
Yeah, go on.
flip it round? Oh, let's put it side by side. So there we are.
So do you want to say what brings you here today then?
Well, my name is Hafiz. I'm from Hafiz TV. Some people know me as Banksy, but don't worry about that. I'm here actually on behalf of Louis Errington, which is I'm doing his show for him. But also I've been meaning, because I should take a day off work today. Unlike a lot of the activists that are on the liberal side, I have a job and I pay taxes. An excruciating amount. I'm here to, I was always interested in coming to one of these and see for myself, the process and how things are going. So I took the day off work, and here we are. We're here to find out. The one thing I wanted to say, which you were alluding to earlier on when we were chatting, was in regards to the British system. If he gets a innocent verdict or a non guilty or any sort of positive verdict, because the system here works on precedents, that would actually be very good for the people. But if it goes the other way, obviously it's going to then be more beneficial, I guess, for the system, the government, whoever, the matrix, as some would say. So that's the only thing, that if he gets a positive verdict today, it will be very good due to the fact that we have a precedent system of law.
What do you think of his argument, and what do you think of the case that he's making, essentially? Do you want to lay it out for people?
Okay, I mean, from what I understand, the case that he's made is that he's a journalist. He has sensitive information on his phone, which he would not disclose to the government, because obviously those people would essentially be persecuted by this government, because we no longer live in a liberal democracy, as much as politicians like to deny. And for that reason, it was perfectly legitimate. It would be if it was the last century, in the 90s, this would be a legitimate thing. But since we have all these extremely oppressive, what's it called, terrorist laws, quote unquote, we no longer live in a liberal democracy with your rights as an individual to privacy and to simply to remain silent. You are no longer innocent until proven guilty. You are now guilty until proven innocent. That is the backwardsness that we have, which is very frightening for these kind of societies, because the people of these societies rely on their government behaving justly towards them, and people are beginning to realize that is not the case. I believe that lady, what was her name? Connolly?
Lucy Connolly.
Lucy Connolly, yeah. I mean, she found out very evidently in this country that the justice and the legal system doesn't really work for you. Whilst at the same time, another individual, which was, I believe, Reza, what was his name? The one who made the cutthroat symbol, a sign, who said that these liberals should have their throats cut. The far right. He knew how to play the system. He never pleaded guilty. He waited. He had a good, obviously, solicitor, and he got away with it, because that is the system. The people of this country, Lucy Connolly, to me, represents the old British, the old way of thinking that your country and your government is working for you. Justice will be served because you are an innocent person. So why, be afraid? But actually, that's not how it works. The legal system. Ironically, that other gentleman who isn't, I would say he's British possibly born, or maybe British on paper, but he's not of these parts. He knows how the corrupt systems work in other countries, and he knows that you never plead guilty to anything until they can prove that you're absolutely guilty. And so he did not go down that same road. It's the old Shaggy line. It wasn't me.
Could I ask, so as a journalist, are you concerned that you going through the border are going to be stopped, searched, questioned, denied legal trial? Are you worried about yourself as a journalist? And have you seen this happening to other journalists?
Absolutely, especially those who put their heads above the parapet. Anyone who's expressed anything that is, anti this government, this regime, I call it now. Ironically, I come from Iran, which is a country that is ran by an authoritarian regime. So I see the similarities and the patterns. And yeah, I mean, I am not big enough. No one really knows me enough for me to get that kind of treatment yet. But like you said, the net is closing every day. So if you think you're sitting at home and you're like, well, if I'm not guilty of anything, I've got nothing to worry about, believe me, they will find something that you're guilty of. As there's an old saying, a prosecutor can find a ham sandwich, they can prosecute a ham sandwich. So show me the man and I'll show you the crime. These things are not cliches for nothing. They are because this has happened in dictatorial countries. This is how dictators work. This is how authoritarian regimes operate. So yeah, they're gonna do you. Shall we go? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving because it looks like John. Nah.
Is this normal?
No, this is the court hearing for Tommy Robinson.
Is there normally this many people?
Oh, no. This is just this individual.
So Tommy, you've now arrived outside of Westminster Court for the outcome of your trial. What are you expecting to be happening?
That doesn't matter, boys. I said to him, that doesn't matter. I've been in court case time and time again. You all watched the film Silence. You all saw the film Silence. I proved categorically in that case, my case, it didn't matter. The judge ruled against it. I am not being tried. I wish there were 12 members of the Republic making their decision today. There's not. There's an appointed judge. The same judge that, unfortunately, let your records off it. So, for me, that's the statutory case. Your records was key involved in the establishment of the circle, and he was given no sentence for this or child injury. I was like, when I look at that case, it's all tagged justice. Screwed in. I asked questions, but I don't know.
Well, what we can't believe is that on Saturday, I beg your pardon, on a train, an event occurred which has not being classified as a terrorist.
Public proceedings. Absolutely. They sat on the news and they told you it had nothing to do with terrorism. They told you he was not a terrorist. He had ricin in his house as a terrorist. They told you they lied to you for months and months and months. They continue to lie to you. What witnesses, I believe, say that they heard Allah Akbar on the train. They will tell you it's not. They will lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. Then they'll lie to you about us with misinformation. They are the main proponents. Our government are the proponents. Most of these cameras are here on behalf of them. The mainstream media are their proponents of misinformation. They will lie to you. They'll cut this terrorism. This bullshit. The reality is that this is targeting me. This is citizen journalists here. If they're successful today, never bring your mobile phone or your device from the border ever again. Because this will open the gates for them to come in. There's a bullshit happening in the UK. Mainstream media acting on behalf of the government against the new media. They wanted to shut me down as a message to any other citizen journalist. My prison sentence outside Leeds Crown Court, I've just shared a video this morning of a journalist chasing someone down. He said, I got 10 months in jail for that. But that was about sending a message to citizen journalists, shut up, basically. They're already trying to work out what they can do because of the footage that's coming out from all the different hotels and what's going on. They don't want anyone to be, they have to be in control of the media. They have to be in control of the public again. And we're stopping it. And every one of you have to stop it. So I'm very grateful for you coming in time.
So I want to know, Tommy, we are looking forward for you to emerge from the
Hopefully. I should feel confident of what happened in that case, but I never feel confident. It's a British tradition, and I've been through it to you.
And just to let you know, the BBC journalist who grasped on Ezra was in there. We invited him on your channel to make a statement before we went.
You know what happened in this trial? I watched the security dragged Ezra Levant,
I was there.
a journalist, they dragged him physically out of court to prevent him live reporting to the public. They dragged him out, standing there watching him, physically grabbed him out. That's how much they will control what you know.
Good luck, buddy.
Till we see the outcome of
Look at mainstream, look at the media circus.
Tommy Robinson.
Check it out in the other door. Excuse me, mate. Excuse me. Want you back out, Tommy?
We'll see you in half an hour.
Now, hopefully.
Thanks, Tommy.
Good luck, Tommy. Easy. Relax.
Relax.
How's it going, mate?
Well, that was a mad one.
Yeah. He's always in the thick of it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tommy Robinson now going into the Magistrates Court to find out his verdict on a lot of reflection here. Unfortunately, can't really see anything. Unfortunately, we're unable to see much from here, but they're going just through the normal security. Let's see if there's anything we can see. Let's see.
Yeah? Dingy, dingy, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. Yeah? Fuck you too. Bye, my friends, everyone.
Sorry, guys. Can't really. The reflection's a bit off. And hey, let's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's Tommy Robinson now in court, waiting to hear his verdict, and we will be here when he comes out. I'm not entirely sure how long that will take, so I'm not entirely sure whether we can stop and start a new stream. But for now, this is where we are. Let's see what. Hey, how are you, mate? You good? The one?
That woman you give the card.
Oh yeah. When? Oh, yesterday. Was it? Oh no, that other day. Yeah.
Remember
Oh, wait a minute. Was she the one on the streets that came up to us?
on the bike? You give her a card.
Yeah, I can't even remember. Well, what about her? Was she good?
She contacted me.
She contacted you?
Yeah, she said, "Oh, is it okay if I contact the other kids?"
Yeah.
And like what Tommy just said a minute ago, they're looking for ways to shut us down. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to try and shut us down.
It's all content.
Because we are telling the truth. We can't help but tell the truth because it's live. Yeah, we can't edit it. What goes out goes out. You can't.
But why is the establishment so scared?
It doesn't fit their narrative. Yeah, and when the truth starts coming out, you start. Even people like myself, we know now that governments, as we know, they're done. Yeah, like Labour Conservative, finished, no more. You know what I mean? And this is what they're scared of because they want to keep control of us. Yeah, and they can't keep control of us because obviously mobile phones and people going out.
But you know what's really great? I can remember in the days. I'm old. They say black don't crack on 60. Yeah, and I can remember in the days in the 70s. Yeah, when I came here. Yeah, you would want to watch the sick news. Yeah, you'd be watching the 9 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Trevor McDonald on the 10 o'clock news, and we would sit in front of the TV, and we would drink it up.
Wendell, that's what it was like. Even when I remember, like in the 80s, growing up in the late 80s, you would sit and watch like London Tonight, you know? Like, you would watch that sort of stuff, Anglia News, because that would be your source of news. But now it's like 20 years later down the line, we're starting to realise that everything they just tell us is because what they want us to know. They don't want us to know the truth. They just want us to know what they put out to control our brains and our narrative. Yeah, and that's exactly it.
And you know the great thing? Can you imagine, citizens, journalists becoming involved with the case involving the guy formerly known as Prince? Wouldn't that be great if we could be getting in the palace and reporting on Randy Andy and all of his antics? Randy Andy.
Listen, that is one thing, yeah, but even like when the police do their conferences and they do their talks, they don't want about anything. Yeah, when the commissioner come out and he just allows mainstream media to ask him questions. You don't let us ask him questions for our channel, you know, because we're going to ask him the right questions, we're going to ask him the difficult questions, and we're actually going to turn around and say, mate, you know what, you're lying, yeah, because there's the proof, there's the live stream. Yeah, Gauci Reports filmed something before busting them out. They tried to say, no, we didn't bust. They didn't go in the bus. Gauci Reports had it on film.
Yeah.
You did put them in the bus.
And we saw
yeah?
it.
And we saw it, yeah?
And we got the evidence. Nah, 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 nah.
And we can prove that you keep on lying. And as much as like, and like with this case, this is what this is based on, people. You know, like, and if we don't stand up now for our rights, yeah, they're going to take what rights we've got, yeah, away from us.
But without going into specific details, I'm being general now. Yeah. Is there a need for citizens journalists to follow protocols, rules, or it's a free for all? You know, I ask difficult questions.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to ask those questions. Should citizens journalists be following rules?
Look, I think we should be, yeah, as citizen journalists, yeah, but then you've got to look and think, well, we should all be going by our own morals anyway with everything.
Let's agree on
We
that.
should all have a moral code of what we should film, what we shouldn't film. And just remember, we're always going to make mistakes. I've made mistakes,
Yeah, we
and,
all have. Yeah, yeah.
and I've been criticised heavily for my mistakes. And I take the licks on the chin and bounce back and learn from them. But,
But one thing I would say, one thing we must do is that we must not, repeat hearsay. We must go out there, find the facts, report factually, report those facts, attribute those facts to someone, and we move forward. We must not repeat hearsay, because potentially hearsay can cause issues.
big issues, yeah. I think
Without going into detail.
Yeah, without going into details. We spoke off camera earlier about some stuff like that. But mate, it's just look. And when you say reporting facts, get it from at least one reliable source. Yeah. This is why.
Quote that source.
Yeah, quote that source. That is what journalism is about: one reliable source and actually quoting it. But when you actually, with us, when we're live streaming stuff, it can't be edited. It can't. Do you know what I mean? It's there. You know, like. And that's why.
But is it also important? For example, after that terrible atrocities last week in Hillingdon, Uxbridge, where someone come in on, no, I'm going to say it, I'm going to call it out. Someone come in on the back of a lorry, they went through the process, they got papers, and then eventually they killed someone.
Rest in peace, Wayne.
And rest in peace. But the issue I have is that with us as citizens journalists, is it not important for us to also report on events like that, and also on the event that happened in Hillingdon, in Huntington on Saturday when the incident occurred on the train? Because we traditionally are associated with protests, but we've got to go beyond protests and start.
Listen, I think I see only one citizen journalist at Huntington, Mystic Media. I see yourself at Hillingdon. No doubt Laney and that would have been round that way. 100%. Like we should be concentrating, because it's not the bigger picture. Don't say the bigger picture, but we're concentrating on protests and stuff. But things like that need to be exposed as well. You know, because listen, we're concentrating on the boats. They don't tell us how many people are coming in on the back of these lorries. Nobody knows how many people are coming in every day in lorries.
We used to hear about it, but not now.
And we don't hear about it because they tell us about the boats. But there's a lot more lorries coming through that port than there is than the boats.
So do we not also have to concentrate on the lorries?
Yeah, we need to concentrate on everything. Yeah, lorries, we need to concentrate on the boats, we need to concentrate on the planes. Yeah, we need to start. There's a bigger picture here, guys, where we're only scraping the surface, really.
Just a couple of seconds, We're live. I know you're live. So Ezra has just arrived. So Ezra, are you looking, Tommy's gone in. You're looking forward to a positive outcome today?
Well, of course I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also quite worried because I don't know if he can get a fair shake in the UK. I'm worried because he's an enemy of the state, and it was not a jury trial, but I'm hopeful because I thought his lawyers did a great job last month. Wendell, I got to go in now.
Get your space.
I'll come back with you later.
So that's sorry, I nearly called him AY. That is one of the heavyweights from across the water. That is Ezra Levine. No, not and oh my God! What I do not want is this nutcase.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone who is playing copyrighted music, unfortunately, and walking around, and that's going to mess up the whole thing. Tommy Robinson. Okay, this is like I guess an anti-Tommy individual. It's the music. Kill the music. Thank you.
You'll get demonetized.
Yes. No, it's not actually the demonetization. If you get copyright claim, then your whole traction drops.
Yes, I know. It happened to
YouTube
me.
just kills your entire thing.
Just walking over the bridge, and you know them people that stand and film people, like charge them 20 quid.
Oh yeah.
Done for that, man.
Yeah. Anything. I've had buskers play copyrighted music. The guy's playing on his guitar, and I go, I love you though. I love you.
All it was, I'll show you the camera and that's it. Copyright come up.
Immediately. This mug is copyright protected. Yeah, I think Wolsey's going in. That's.
Actually, Ezra, who was pulled out of the court.
No, I want to interview you.
So no, but listen, I'm live now. So Ezra, Rebel News. Go online, find out more about Rebel News. Because of Rebel News, Tommy Robinson started up what he's doing in the citizens journalist arena, and that's that great man. Anytime there's a big event in this country, he jumps on an airplane and he flies overnight.
Let's just
And we
go
have
over
to
quickly. Mr. Levant, thank you so much for coming again. I can see that your eyes are red, so you've probably been on the red eye.
That's right. Just got off the plane.
Literally the red eye. I can see
That's
it.
right.
Well, are you hoping that you get a positive outcome today?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's up to the judge. I think Tommy's lawyers made the case. We'll see what happens.
Thank you so much again. Thank you.
Me from West End.
Almost died. Okay. We have another media. This is actually, again, Tommy Robinson.
People are supporting these truth tellers like AY. And thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
I hope that we can come back and say that, Tommy is going to be released a free man, but at this point, nothing would surprise you. Now, this is also the magistrate that did the Hugh Edwards case. If you followed that case, you should know that Hugh Edwards was let off by many who would say it was a slap on the wrist. But this is Tommy Robinson. This is enemy of the state. This is someone that poses a huge problem to the narrative. We know the government and the media are censoring information from us. We also know that they are desperate to label Tommy as a terrorist. They will try every which way to put him down. And so today, we need to keep our eyes open, because if Tommy goes down on this hoax charge, it means that every single patriot is not safe. We cannot take our phones through border control, like Tommy said earlier, because we will have to give over details potentially. And just to recap, we know why he didn't want to give his PIN over for his phone. He had incredibly confidential information relating to grooming gang survivors on his phone. This information was from victims who had been failed by the police. The victims said that evidence, which included their knickers with semen from the rapes, and there's no other way to say it, had been disposed of by police. These are victims that never ever received a fair trial because of the evidence going missing. So Tommy takes the work he does with victims and survivors incredibly seriously, and he was not going to put them at risk with the same police force that have failed these people.
I seem to have a lot of background noise, ladies and gentlemen, so I apologize if you can't hear me properly, but we're trying to just generally wait and cover the events as they unfold until Tommy comes out. But it looks like there's a big queue for people going in, so it's going to take a while, I believe, until the actual start the hearings. Okay. BB report audit. Is it BB?
BB audits.
BB audit. How are you, mate? Half is
You alright?
fist. We can fist it.
I'll give you a thumbs up when you're on.
Okay. I saw you when you guys were chasing down the bus, and then they arrested you. Oh, you poor man. How long were you in?
17 hours.
Oh my!
Do you know he got more points last season than West Ham?
He's got more points than West Ham.
Yeah, tell him I said that.
Damn. Did they give you points on your
I got
license?
6.
Why? Because you were parked up when they arrested you.
A couple of speed cameras in it.
Oh shit.
It's all good. So I've got a clean license anyway, so take 3 and do the other 3 of course. So
Oh,
I only
okay.
get 3 anyway.
Okay, that's not too bad. That's
I
not
think you might just have more West Ham.
just
Brilliant.
okay.
That's all about over there. But,
How long do you think this is going to take? Is it going to be a couple of hours? Is it going to be a couple? You
it's
know?
going to take about
What's your channel?
Oh, Hafez TV. HAFEZ TV.
Well, say it again, Jim.
HAFEZ TV.
And what's your channel again?
Roy,
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 E3O,
E3O, you know me.
Yeah,
Roy, sick of it.
Roy's in the house.
Just type in Roy, fucking sick of it. You'll find me.
BB. Oh, by the way, I am actually live on Louis Errington's channel, so he's got like
Big up,
30k. And
Big up, Louis, if you're
guys,
watching.
BB audits.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Check it out.
Yeah, cheers, yeah. I'll show him Lynn, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna place this on a tripod because at the moment we are waiting for things to happen. Hey, AY, the man, the myth.
Yeah.
Banksy is the other name. Yeah, that's it. You're in trouble. Oh, Lynn. It's that Lynn. Lynn Chalmers. Hello, Lynn.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
Whatever it was. Okay, let me check.
Chris bringing in 700
I expected you to be here, my friend, today.
Yeah, that's probably coming through or not providing their details of the when somebody terrorised
Okay, let's.
yeah, up and it's terrorised the whole nation. That's terrorist, whichever way you look at it, you know, like that act of it. It's just disgusting, really, to be honest with you.
Right now, everybody in the UK is basically fighting against digital ID for their freedom. How long do you think the fight will continue to go on? How hard do you think we'll have to fight?
Look, the numbers I see in the last one, I'm going to be totally honest with you, was not enough. Yeah, people need to be out here for this. People need to be on the streets. They need to be protesting against this. We need to come together, yeah, and we need to prevent this from happening for as long as possible. So when a new government gets in place, hopefully they don't carry it on, because this, I'm sorry to swear, but it's bollocks. You know, like, and it starts off with, they make it sound like it's really good, and you're seeing little things on like your carbon footprint on sandwiches in shops. Already they're bringing this in, yeah. So they're not giving us the option for this. And I've said for so long, like, you know, like, if we lived in a democratic society, we should be able to vote on things like this. You know, if we lost the vote, fair enough, we lost. Yeah, we can't argue with it. Yeah, but like big decisions like this, we should be holding some form of votes. Yeah, for this.
Right now, the asylum claims in the UK are beginning to open up for UK citizens to go over to the US.
Yeah.
Because of digital ID, will you be seeking asylum in another country?
Good question. Yeah, it's a very good question. Look, I think even Putin said, "Come over to us and claim asylum." Yeah. So look, I think when you look at it, even just people writing on social media, yeah, we have more people locked up for that than Russia does in Korea and places.
12,000 a year.
12,000 a year. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute
Insane.
joke.
It's insane.
Well,
I think
the question
Idi Amin
was,
had less people arrested.
would I claim asylum in America? Yeah, Miami, here we come, baby. Live and direct. Say it loud, say it clear.
Live and direct from
we'll be
Key
in Miami
West.
or Florida.
From the Key West. I swear, I'm going to switch my channels to dolphin watching.
I think how many hotels are in Miami?
Mate, I'm not. Listen, I don't know. I've not looked too much into it. You know, I mean, I can't see myself paying asylum. They're going to give me a free hotel and a couple of grand a month. I'm sure I can be persuaded.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, buddy.
Okay.
Man, Gauchi.
How we doing, man?
Can I grab your attention, please?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
This is for the missus, and she said that I need to get the stars for the show. You know? If you want me to, I can film for you.
Is that alright?
Yeah, I'm
I thought you were going in.
No, I don't have time. I have to go. I just talked to him and said.
So what did you stand in the queue for? You were in the queue, or you were just
I went in. I just tried to go as a member of press. They said you have to, if you want to go to the court one, you have to do online, which is
You have to apply online.
Yes, you don't have any opportunity to get at in the same time. You know.
Oh, I see. So you have to actually apply online to actually go to this particular one.
Just court one.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I said okay, fine.
You want to press pass?
I
So
gotta
where's
get
your press
one.
pass? I'll say there it is.
I gotta get one.
That'll put something in there, right? They're like, what, the military or...
So, Nayak, what is your thoughts about this situation? Do you hope that you get a good outcome?
Always you get a good outcome because they knew what they're doing. They just made a case against people, you know, to stopping. I was, 12 times get arrested, 18 times I'm just coming in this court.
You've been to this court 18
Yes,
times?
yes.
I thought,
I
thought Tommy had the record, but you got the
every
record.
staff here, when I'm going in, they ask, how are you?
Hey, it's Nick, good buddy.
This is,
Have they concluded the banana case, or is that still ongoing?
The banana case, exactly 2 days before going to court, they dropped the case.
Okay. So no more banana criminals for banana.
Just a waste of fucking public money.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine how much money that was spent.
Wasting time, put the stress and pressure on your your beloveds, your friends, your family, yourself as well,
Exactly.
That's what they say. The process is the punishment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's bad punishment, but yeah.
And he should know more than anybody, man. This guy.
I know.
I never went to the court in Iran.
But you did
in
here.
Germany.
Living under the oppression of Iran.
I wasn't actually in jail in Iran.
We're actually thinking about once Iran is liberated, we're going to move back to Iran.
Yes.
it'll be freer than here.
We should take all friends.
Yeah,
with.
that's what I mean. Tommy, we're going to give you asylum in Iran. Can you imagine that Tommy Robinson claims for asylum in Iran and he gets granted?
We should do that as a publicity.
That would be amazing.
After we
After the mullahs are gone.
Actually, we have as an Iranian, we have enough suffer with the Islamic Sharia law and Islamic power. And we have to
Never going back again. Never going back.
And we have to actually help our patriot friends here in this country.
Yes.
If you lost one place and lost to the Islamists, it's really hard to get it back. That's why you shouldn't in first place let them
Absolutely.
take over.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And they're actually
we're laughing, we're actually saying, but this is actually reminding us how we lost our beautiful country and they destroyed every place.
Well, you are witnesses to it. You're from Iran.
We were alive.
You saw the transition.
Yeah.
You grew
exactly.
up in that country.
After October 7, in my first interview, second interview with GB News, I looking at the camera and I said, what the movement here happened, it's remind Iranians 1979. This is exactly will happen.
The thing is, what I found when I discuss these with English or natives, if you like, is that they're like, no, Iran was already a Muslim country. This is not a Muslim. This is a different place, different people. And I agree that this country hasn't become a Muslim majority nation yet, but the path that they're taking, the road that they're going down at the moment,
same road.
looks very, very, very
It's
similar.
exactly, it's similar. Okay, we as a Muslims, we lost our country. This is actually hard us, but just imagine if you as a Christian country lose your country to the Muslim.
The thing is, if you actually look at it in a historical sense, Christian Syria lost their Christianity.
Lebanon.
Christian Turkey lost their country. Christian Egypt lost. Christian
they
Lebanon.
lost our country totally, you know. They even don't have a right to
But what
do
I mean
anything.
is, these Lebanon is actually a recent case in comparison. Those cases are like 700-800 years old, and now Egypt is and Libya and what's it called, Syria and Jordan. They are so Muslim that people can't even imagine that there was a time that these countries were not Muslim.
Yeah, 1982 or 6, Islamic Republic, the Khomeini actually founded the Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they became monster in Lebanon.
But no, they fermented them because they wanted to overthrow Lebanon's Christian and multicultural society in order to Islamify it.
Exactly. Leftists always, they are worse than Islamists. They're leftists because they are, you know, trying to blind people and say, no, it's not going to be happen, it's not going to be. And silent majority, they will listening to the leftists because they feel they are close allies, you know? They know better than us, you know?
Islam has been using the left for a long, long time now to penetrate Western society on a regular basis, and they befriend them. And we saw in Whitechapel a couple of weeks ago,
Yes,
when
exactly.
this black bloc of what you would call seriously far right nationalists, if you want to call them that, but with brown skin. Walking past,
They were Islamo-theocrats.
So they walk past
Islamo-fascists.
stand up to racism, and they say, "Oh, we're with you, brother." And they say, "No, you're fucking
Yes, yeah. When the guy said we're on the same side.
They are assaulting me, 12 leftists and Islamists in stand up to racism.
Yeah.
Okay. Whitechapel is done, is finished. We're saying, okay.
But it's Whitechapel, Birmingham,
No,
Bradford. How
Exactly,
many?
Exactly, that's my point. What's gonna be happen in Birmingham?
The Jews can't go to Birmingham anymore.
They threaten everyone.
Yes.
Every day.
They threatened the police and they threatened
Everyone.
the establishment, and they said, if you allow Maccabee into here, we're going to fucking kick off. That's what they said in Whitechapel.
Yeah, essentially-
They approached the police, and the police backed down and went, you know what? We're more scared of Islam than we are of Christians.
Yeah,
making it.
But it's not. But the thing is, you see, the choice between the Whitechapel situation was that okay, we will get the Christian guys to move to another location. In Birmingham, they're saying Jews don't come to Birmingham.
No.
Just you're not allowed.
Not just Jews. Now they claiming about the far right, about the British. I'm as Iranian who is in this country. I will go to Birmingham and I will see how they wanna.
What they're gonna do?
Yeah, what they're gonna do, and you know, I wanna, even with my life, I wanna show the British people how dangerous they are. The dangerous it's here.
But the thing is, I'll be honest, Nayak, that chap in Sweden, I forgot his name now. The one who got assassinated because he burned the Quran, Iraqi guy.
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
Germany.
Salman. Yeah, but no, it wasn't. It was Sweden or Holland.
Sweden.
Yeah. So yeah, Salwan. Then there was the Turkish man outside the embassy here, who the one who burnt the Quran went to prison. The one who tried to kill him with a knife got off. How is that a thing? How is that a thing? But what I'm saying is that no matter how many examples of these you see, it doesn't seem like it's falling on the ears of people who want to listen.
You know,
I don't want you to die for something that may not go
exactly. They try to, you know, put the problem on the carpet and don't dealing with, you know.
Under the carpet.
In the first day, I said when I get arrested in you know, Palestinian march Palestinian pro-Hamas march, when I get arrested, I said, police scared to act against terrorist supporters. And now, you see,
Well, you see, this is what I mean. And then they do things like kind of appeasement things, like you know how they started arresting these grandmothers and grandfathers for Palestine action, like as if they're arresting terrorist supporters. You're like, no, you don't arrest Hamas supporters, but you're arresting 80-year-old grandmothers because they have a little side. What is wrong with you?
useless idiot. We call them useless idiot. They are using these idiots. They put them, yeah,
It's crazy. And then everyone says, "Oh, you can't arrest a 75-year-old blind man."
yeah.
Well, hang on, someone took
You use
advantage
this
of him. You're
idiot.
using him. Someone's took advantage of him to get him to sit there for 10 hours without even going for a piss.
When he's blind, why you give this fucking sign?
It's just
It's unbelievable. Absolutely
these
unbelievable.
People were manipulated, as we saw on one of the occasions. The Palestine Action main members were at a protest just up the road, trying to have a little go at us lot in the counter-protest, the Israeli side. And while all these old people are sacrificing themselves for cause,
They're sacrificial lambs.
inciting abuse at us. Why are you sitting on that floor?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a little tour around. There's a few media personalities. Good to see you. آقا قربونت بشم. حالا داری میری دیگه الان? Are you going?
No, I'm still here.
You're still going to hang around a bit longer. How long is it going to take for this? Is it 2-3 hours? 12 o'clock. It's going to be done. Okay. So it's not
When
bad.
they don't want it.
Because I don't know whether I should stop the. Because I don't know whether I should stop the stream and then, but yeah.
People have interest to know what's
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to do our broadcast whilst here. Oh, no, not this. We don't need this. We will continue our broadcast. We have English Patriots. This gentleman here, I'm not entirely sure what this gentleman is. Tommy Robinson exercises the views of millions of ordinary people. He should not be demonized. All right. Okay. Let's swing round and see what we can see. We're back to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Wendell Daniels.
Can you believe that Tom is here on the terrorism
From Urban Street.
and on Saturday on the train we have, in my opinion, a terrorist terrifying a trainload of people, a country, and they have not been charged with terrorism. Can you believe that?
I can believe that because this is life under the Labour government. This is life under the Fabians. This is exactly what happens. And you are being gaslit and bullied and manipulated by the government. How on earth are we in a position where someone stabs 10 people? We then see days before Wayne Broadhurst, a dog walker who is doing, a job on the ground as a refuse collector, is then brutally murdered by an Afghan migrant.
And I visited the site.
Yeah, and you are told it's not a terrorist attack. You, for even questioning it, you are racist, you are right-wing terrorists. Fuck off. No, we're not.
That's sweet language. Fuck off.
Are we allowed
We're
to say
not.
that?
Yes, we can. And what makes me laugh, I'm described as far right. I'm described as so many different things, but it's actually quite shocking. But all I can say, Lauren, is thank you very much. You're doing an amazing job. And we look forward to your things on Dan Wootton. So say big up Dan Wootton.
Big up Dan Wootton. I'm only here on Dan Wootton. Look.
Big up. So for those of you who are watching, my name is Wendell Daniel from Urban Scoop. And yeah, I visited a scene in Hillingdon, Uxbridge last Wednesday after that brutal murder took place of the dog walker, and for me, it was one of the most shocking. Let me just turn my own volume down slightly. I wear headphones so I can monitor my sound and I know exactly what is going on. But when I visited the scene in Uxbridge, really Hiddenden, last Wednesday, I was actually flabbergasted. It was a residential area. Very few people walk through that area. And I was outside of the house where the murder took place. And for me, it was so surreal to be there. And I interviewed eyewitnesses, neighbours, and it's shocking that the person has not been charged with terrorism as well. So what I am going to do, I'm going to call another rabble-rousing citizens journalist. What's your name?
Harvest from Harvest TV, but currently I'm on Louis Errington's live because Louis is having a great time in sunny somewhere.
So hold on. Are you telling me, you're now working for other people?
No, I'm doing a favor for a friend.
See, no, but the great thing, that is what we as citizens journalists do. You see the guys now turning up with their satellite vans. I don't need a satellite van because that there
is a satellite.
Is a satellite van. So
but
that's the
you also have
BBC.
Starlink, don't
so
you?
Piss off. So let's go back specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're doing it for Lewis Errington, yeah?
Yes.
So what, you was out here previously, was it the 13th and the 14th?
I was out on I wasn't here at this, but I was out on the 13th, yes, at the protest.
No, I mean here.
Oh, the hearing? No, I missed that one. Louis was here by himself.
No, I saw you. I see you so often. I can't remember.
I know.
But you watched it online.
Yes.
And what was it for you? What was it like for you to watch the trial unfold?
I mean, it's a bit of a farce. It's kind of a kangaroo situation, Unfortunately, I think Britain is steadily going down the same line as African and Middle Eastern dictatorships. Those Idi Amin kind of scenarios. You think to yourself that this was a country that is literally founded, the mother of all parliaments and all the other democratic, established systems that countries like America and Australia and other places follow. And unfortunately, it's a sad day. It's a sad day. As Tommy Robinson himself said quite a while back, we don't have a justice system, we have a legal system. We have a judicial process, but it's not a justice. It's not to come up with,
what is justice? That's subjective.
Well, no, I mean, justice is when actual justice is served, when people actually feel that a crime was actually committed and people that committed that crime were actually punished for it rightfully by the system, because we don't want to have vigilantes. We don't want to have people commit, doing all sorts of atrocities.
I hear you.
So that's what justice is supposed to be. Justice is supposed to be that the community appoints people of good judgment that then look at our laws and say, this person has to be punished accordingly to these laws. But we don't have that. We have a system of punishing dissidents of the government now, which is exactly what dictatorships have. If you're punishing people for their political opinions, you are a dictatorship.
It's just composition.
I know. I fancy you though.
So we are hoping, we are hoping that others come down. So I'm just going to engage with this.
No problem. Thank you,
very
Wendell.
much, sir.
Hello.
So very we've never engaged before. So if we go here, so if you come around, it's all about composition. So good morning, sir. I don't think I've ever had if you come around a bit, beautiful. So I'm also with Urban Scoop. Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to interview you. What's your name?
Andrew Bridgen.
I know who
Come
you
on,
are.
Andrew.
I'm only joking. So Andrew, tell me about how you're feeling, knowing that Tommy Robinson is in this court today and he's charged with terrorism. There is a possibility that he could go into prison for 3 months over the Christmas period for not giving his pin.
Well, I think this case is totemic. There's a lot of publicity about it. What I'll say to you is that Tommy is the 4th acquaintance of mine who's been arrested under these terrorism allegations. and I'll promise you one thing: none of them are terrorists.
Yeah,
this is state overreach, and that's why this case is so important. As I've just said, it's interesting that the government or the judiciary are fairly sure that this is an act of terrorism. But stabbing 11 people on a train, that's not an act of, they know that's not an act of terrorism.
Crazy.
Straight away. I think we need a major overhaul of our policing and judicial system. It's clearly being used for political purposes. And we'll see today.
Abuse of power.
We'll see today how much that abuse has spread.
And what outcome, realistically, are you hoping that will be handed down today? Are you hopeful that the case will be thrown out?
I'm not hopeful of anything in the country currently. We're heading completely in the wrong direction. I fear that Tommy could be convicted. That's why I'm here. Hopefully, the publicity around this case should put some pressure on the authorities to keep on the straight and narrow. But this is the thin end of a very wide wedge, and it's heading our way. As I said some years ago, if we're not careful, we're all going to be Tommy Robinson.
And let's change slightly and discuss the role of citizens journalists. Can you see how the role has become so important in 2025, and where's it going to go from here?
Well, that's because the trust in the mainstream legacy media is disintegrated. What we're seeing is falling revenues for them, falling viewer numbers, because the people are waking up to the fact that they're very biased reporting, and their biggest power is deciding what is the news. Well, now it's in the hands of citizens. Anyone with an iPhone can upload to the internet, until, of course, that ability is taken away. I mean, there's currently a bill before, various legislations before the Canadian Parliament now, where if you say anything that the Canadian government don't like, they have the ability to take your mobile phone off you and your access to the mobile phone network and your internet connection. So you'll basically become an unperson. And if you tell anyone what the government's done to you, that then will be a criminal offence. And you don't have to have committed a criminal offence to have your internet and phone taken away from you.
So shocking. And what is your views on the fact that on the 13th and the 14th last month, we have Ezra in the court. He was dragged out, but also he was preventing from live tweeting inside of the court to give people factual information about what is going on.
Well, it's a lack of transparency. It's basically left the legacy media, who I believe are extremely biased. I mean, we found out only today that they clipped President Trump's tweet to make it look like he was it was encouraging riots. I know that the BBC have put inappropriate tweets under my speeches in Parliament historically, and they had to apologise after an Ofcom complaint, or the nearest thing you're going to get from the BBC. So basically, silence the citizen journalists, the independent media, and we're then reliant on the unbiased BBC and the mainstream legacy media.
But finally, isn't it great? Because I've been in this country now since 1970s. I can remember the days when I would go home, my parents, we would be watching the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock news, and we would drink all that vomit they were sending out to us. But now we are finding out the truth. And I can't believe that we were misled for so long.
I think the government overreached, the media propaganda and psyops that was perpetrated against the people during the COVID pandemic has slapped many people wide awake, including myself.
Excellent stuff. All I can say, as normal, thank you very much. This is the first time we've engaged, and I know it's not going to be the last.
I hope not.
So my name is Wendell Daniel from Urban Scoop, and we are coming to you live and direct from outside of Westminster Magistrates Court, and that was Andrew Bridgen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Louis Errington's channel. Please hit that like button, because it really does help us out. Share the news, share the stream. Please, at least one tweet. Wait, shit.
As a truth teller.
Thank you.
pick the neck, you know, they're seeing that breaking the So anyway, how many people you got online at the moment?
1,200.
So you got a low number today. What's happening?
It's early. I think most of them are asleep. Most of them are asleep. Yeah. But don't look at the number now. Look at the number later. Yeah, like no point.
Yeah. I know.
The end game, yeah?
Listen, I know that. I know that, but you know as well as me. It is about recording the truth. Some people may be working now. Some people can't look. But at least we're giving them the unedited version and they can look at it.
That's exactly it, you know, and that's why we can't keep emphasising the point. It's important that everybody with a camera live streaming, but it's also important to spread the truth.
So look in the camera, talk to the people who want to become citizens journalists. What advice would you give to them?
Right. So first of all, I would.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
No, look. Listen. The best advice I can give to anybody would be to be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't try and impersonate anybody. You'll soon get found out. Just be yourself.
Develop your own style.
Develop your own style, but also, more importantly, more important. I'll get it out in a minute.
Focus
than
on the
anything
issue.
is to tell the truth. Yep. Yeah, and just to be as honest as you can be, and you'll go far.
And one thing which is really evident, everyone nowadays, wants to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And what they tend to do, they look at what others are doing and then they copy what others are doing.
Yeah.
And like you said, they can be found out just like with you and me.
Yeah.
You and me have a distinct approach,
yeah.
a distinct personality that people recognize, and we've developed it online. And people, we're different, and we work together.
Yes.
I will promote what you're doing. You will promote what we're doing.
Yes. Wendell, I was out in Benidorm. People were coming up to me, recognising me in Benidorm. And one person this morning, I was outside Farringdon, and he's probably watching now on Urban Scoop, because he did say, and he come up to me while drinking my coffee, and he said, "Are you going to?" He said, "What are you doing here today, AY?" I said, "I'm going to Westminster for the Tommy case." "Oh, I'm going to see you later with Wendell on Urban Scoop." And I'm standing there, and I'm thinking, like, a year ago, I could have stood there and nobody would have known who I was or anything. Now I'm walking through Benidorm, people are coming up to me.
I know that voice.
I'm walking through, exactly that, right?
It's the voice, isn't it?
It's the voice, that's what people reckon. So, but it's just...
But you know one thing I love, if you look at the back of my jacket,
yeah.
I believe in what we are doing, and I believe we are going to become a massive force within this country, and it's important to promote the brand.
Yeah, it's the brand.
It's the brand. It's not about, listen, when I'm dead and gone, there'll be 1,000 others behind me wanting to do the same thing. But the important bit for me, that's why I brought my brother here. It's about setting standards that people love and people recognize. It's about a brand. Nowadays, too many people, it's all about them.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. Develop a brand, and that brand will continue and people will come to you.
Yeah. Do you know what this is why, when I say about your own personality, your own self, your own thing, you know? And one thing I will say as well, like everybody, it's not easy doing this. Like, it's not easy doing this at all. Getting up and down the country, having the resources to be able to do it in the first place.
And being pepper sprayed.
Being pepper sprayed numerous occasions. I've had all sorts of stuff happen to me in the last year. And like I said, so many labels. My body is full, I couldn't have another label. You know?
I'm a white supremacist.
So am I. Allegedly.
But like I say, there are a lot of citizens journalists coming out.
Yeah.
We do welcome what they're doing.
Yeah.
But like I say, develop your style, do something, tell the truth.
Also, another thing, Wendell, as well, like, you know, when people like criticise you, don't look at it as as like criticism. Look at it as constructive criticism, and actually take away what they've said. Because even though at the time you may feel a little bit pissed off, and you may think, "Oh, look, they're digging me out," blah blah blah. Try to look for the positives from it rather than the negatives. You know.
Can I give people a prime example?
Yeah, because you can.
Without going into too much details, it's up to you.
I know what prime example.
I've given AY advice, and the great thing is that he's taken the advice on board. Initially, he may have been pissed off. He's using the next few weeks, the next few months, as an opportunity to develop and improve what he's doing, and he will come back even better. True or no?
Yeah, 100%. You know, like it's. Look, we get. Yeah, you know, like we've got 3 months now, or whatever it is, until YouTube decides what they're going to do with us. But in that meantime, we're still here. We're still doing what we do.
So have you told people what I'm talking about? Do they know?
Yeah, they know I've been demonetized on YouTube.
So let's be specific. This young gentleman, one of the biggest YouTubers in the country, has been demonetized for 3 months. As a direct, think of it this way, but this is not the truth. Yeah. Channel 4 has said he earns between £10,000 and £20,000 a month. I'm just quoting what Channel 4 is saying. If that's true, that means over the next 3 months, because he's been demonetized, based upon Channel 4's analysis, he will lose 30 to 60 grand by being demonetized. The point I'm saying is, during that time, whatever he earns is his business. Ain't my business. He will use it as and I know he is already, and this guy is going to come back stronger and better. Yes or no?
Come back. We're already here.
We're already here.
Yeah, we're already here. We ain't gone nowhere.
You're learning.
Yeah. But listen, I learn every day, and I'm going to move into my second year of citizen journalism, and I'm still going to make mistakes, but I'm still going to learn from them mistakes. You know, and everything's part of a learning curve, you know.
And the thing about it, if you do want to come round is purely composition. Yeah. If you do want to become a citizen's journalist, there isn't a training school. There isn't a book you can read. It's about picking up your camera, going out there and practicing. As you know, I do all of this equipment. It's for the professional stuff I do. Because when I do it here, when I fuck up, I learn. So when I apply it professionally, I don't make the same errors.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's so important. So come out, learn, make errors.
You know what, Wendy, you've got to think as well. I've done this from this. Yeah. A mobile telephone.
The equipment's irrelevant.
The equipment is irrelevant, you know.
That's great.
So as long as you, and it always goes back to that first thing, be yourself. With your own personality. You will. People will see through it, and you will go far. Looks like we have a Antifa member turned up.
That's right. Let's sir, come.
Sir.
It's not an interview.
No. I recognise the tattoos on his face.
Wendell, do you know what I think it is? It's the big nose. I think that's the big nose.
Come. See, I believe in freedom of speech. Is he scared?
Oh, he's not going to
Is he
interview.
scared? Why are you scared to come and live and direct on Tommy Robinson's?
If he was going to interview, he's not going to dress up like Christmas, the ghost of Christmas past.
Is it big nose, is it?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. It is. Okay, guys, we're gonna break this off. We're gonna record the big nose of London for a minute, because I think he's here, as he said, in a different capacity. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
I believe we have an incognito gentleman here by possibly the big nose of London. We don't know yet. Could it be him? Do you have the panache, sir? Dude, I know it's you. I will come on your panel and we will discuss this outfit later, because it's not the autumn. It's not the autumn look
Now
that I was.
Imagine if this was a lefty meet up and a righty turn up like him. We'd be removed straight away.
Oh yeah, the police. But the thing is, he's not a lefty. He's just a guy who doesn't want to be recognised.
Yeah, but what's his content now? What's he post about?
He's called if he is who I think he is, he's called the Big Nose of London. He goes to Speaker's Corner and he challenges Islam a lot. But he covers himself up always. He never wants to be recognised. No, he's not. At least if he is who I think he is. I mean, obviously, I can't give 100%, but I think it is. I think it's him. Because he's been going around doing some street, just randomly recording different parts of London, and I speak to him online all the time, so I'm sure it's him. I'm sure it's him. But he doesn't want to ever be recognised, so he wears all sorts of elaborate crap.
Yeah, come on, the way he was filming was a bit dodgy, right?
Yeah, well, that's his thing. That's his stuff.
Still filming people's faces like that straight.
Yeah. But I'm fairly confident it's him. But generally, yeah, he's not a lefty. Not really. No, he's actually very anti sort of Islam. So his thing is anti, critical, shall we say?
Yeah.
He's very critical.
He knows the faults.
Yeah. Because he's Iranian, but he doesn't admit that he's Iranian. He keeps telling me he's Chinese.
He's Iranian, is it? Right.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you here in a different capacity this time? Can you just tell me the number 3? Just give me the number 3. I know it's him. I know it's him. I am because I recognize the charger and the phone. Although the phone could be new, I don't know. It's a Samsung. It is a Samsung. I think so, yeah. But it's the charger. I recognize the charger for sure. Mr. Nose, would you like to comment on today's events with Tommy? Show me your waddle. Show me that chubby little waddle of yours. I'll know it. You don't even have to show the rest of the face. I'll know it from there. Go on, record away, my man. Record away. I know you're busy. I'm going to talk to Lieutenant about it.
Are you able to speak? Yeah, I can, yeah. Okay.
Oh, he loves bacon.
Yes, I do love
Is it halal bacon, though? Because I only eat halal bacon. Halal beer.
That's a rarity. Delicacy.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You'd be surprised.
Halal bacon, the delicacy.
Halal bacon and beer, it goes together so well.
Get it, yeah. How does it feel right now? UK citizens have been treated as terrorists and as a terrorist attack.
Hey.
No, I don't have any time to answer that. The way we're being treated is a lot today. What we're being treated today is a lot different than what we're being treated today. Right? It's a bit different from what we were being treated back 10 years ago. People's attitude. The mainstream media treat people like dirt. Right? They don't broadcast the truth. All their news is edited. All they want to broadcast is crap. Excuse my language. I hope that's okay. But people want to see the truth. Okay.
They found him not guilty. Apparently, the verdict is in. He's not guilty. We're gonna stand. Oh, sorry. Gotta just plant yourselves down right here.
So all these. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Need to do interviews.
So we're waiting for Tommy to come out of the court now. Hold that. I just want him to put my microphone. Hold that for me.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got it, Wendell.
Okay, guys, I think they're coming out. He's been found guilty, not guilty. So there's still hope in Britain.
What do you need?
There's the mic.
So we're now outside of the court. So Tommy's going to be coming out in a few seconds. Let me move my camera forward.
We're
There he is. He's behind you.
yeah, mainstream media will fuck off now.
You're right in the way. You're right in the way.
Everyone's coming back!
Get out of the way! Tommy!
Watch out, watch out!
Watch the camera!
Watch the camera!
Watch the camera!
Look, look! You're gonna knock his camera over! You're gonna push his camera!
Tommy!
Wendell, she's pushing.
Tommy! Let's get in! Hold on! Get out!
Eric, you alright? You've got to go down.
Yeah.
So Tommy, we weren't expecting you out so quickly. What has been? Bring the camera down. Excuse me, get out of the way, man!
Look!
Get out of the fucking way! What has been the outcome?
What's been the outcome? The outcome has been found that the police discriminated against me based on my belief and my political beliefs. Now, my grievance now, well, not my grievance. First of all, thank you, Elon Musk. Thank you, Elon Musk. If it wasn't for Elon Musk, why is it took an American businessman to fight for our justice here and our fight against terrorism charges for journalists? Now, over there in a minute is going to come the journalists, the mainstream media. Go back now. If you want to see if you can trust the media, go back now and read what they said about this trial. When I was on trial, read what they said. Read the headlines, read the news that they give out, and then read the judge's judgment. Right? Because all those journalists sat on that trial, they knew the police acted unlawfully, they knew they acted illegally, they admitted it in court, and none of the journalists told you that. None of them. They were hoping they had another bench judge that would rule against me, and then you, the public, would know nothing. That judge's verdict is a slam down against the police. An absolute, read what he says, yeah? Read what he says, read about their evidence. It was corrupt, it was unlawful. For me, I'm frustrated still. I should be happy. I'm not happy because I shouldn't be put through this time and time again. I walked out of this court last year at a cost of £53,000 with a not guilty. I've just walked out again. This is nearly £100,000 been spent on this case. What for? And my main thing is the mainstream media sat through this whole trial. They knew all the unlawful practices in this trial, and yet they didn't report one of them. They hid it from you. They hid it from you. I'm so glad that judge has given such a powerful judgment now that says it how it was. I was targeted because of my political beliefs. So say that out loud. The government, on behalf of the government, counter-terrorism targeted me to try and get access to my phone as a journalist. Where's the outrage from the mainstream media in this? They were trying to get my access to my work that I do and my investigations that I do as a journalist. That is a corrupt state. That's what it is.
Tommy,
it's frustrating. I should be happy. I'm not. I shouldn't be happy, shouldn't I?
Congratulations, Guffer.
I'm angry.
Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here?
This is the second time, if you read the last judge's judgment, that I was targeted by the police. He found it to be unlawful. My bail to be unlawful. This arrest was unlawful. Think of the headlines they're throwing around the world about me. My name with terrorism have gone worldwide. And we've now found out that every single second of it, from the first 30 seconds, was unlawful. It was targeted harassment due to my political beliefs. That's what it was, and that's what's now been proven by a court of law. Do you know what? I need to say thank you to Elon Musk. I'll also say thank you to the judge, because I didn't expect the judge to do that, because that would have took a lot. Because we shouldn't feel like that, but I feel we live in a politicised judiciary and a politicised country. He's come down very strong on the side of freedom and on the side of fairness, and I'm very grateful for it.
So the judicial system has worked today. So that is so great to hear that, Tommy. Go away.
Where's that Dom? Where's that? He hasn't come out yet.
He was scared to even.
Well, he's in there. We'll wait for him to come out. We're going to wait for him to come out.
I actually asked him if he would engage with on your channel and ask.
I'm going to go away. Are you doing this? What we're going to do? I'm going to go through the headlines that they run from my trial. Bearing in mind the media sat in trial, they listened to every bit of evidence which this judge has made his verdict from. So I'm going to read what the media said, and then we're going to read, and then we're going to.
who's coming out, and then we're going to read what the judge said.
Final question before you go, Tommy. I know there's lots of things you want
Kids,
to do.
I'm coming home.
A lot of people are asking questions concerning uniting the kingdom in 2026. Can you just release a little bit of information to let people know what might be planned?
Well, what's going to be planned is another event. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be louder. Let me just see if the copper's replied yet. Wayne?
So this is live and direct.
Live and direct, here's my last... Because I've been on him. Look, I'm on him. I'm on him, and what we may be forced to do is just release the date. We've got the date. We know the date. We want it, but we want to make sure for an event like that, it's going to be big. It's going to be a worldwide event.
It's going to be Hyde Park.
We want Hyde Park, yeah, but we need to work with the police properly on it, which is what we're trying to do.
And it's so important.
Can we name a month?
What's that?
Can we name a month?
Nah, because what we'll do is they'll start jumping in and trying to block out all the dates.
Tommy, how do you feel media have to write that you are not a terrorist
They probably won't. You read that judgment, yeah? He hammered them. Yeah? They won't report that. Aidan, what we need to do is now go on. They're reporting. The thing that frustrates me so much is that they all sat in that trial and they run headlines about expensive car, cash. No, the headline is the police have targeted me unlawfully and arrested me without grounds. Sorry, I should be happy. I am happy. I'm going home to my kids. I'm very happy. I'm happy for everyone's support, everyone from around the world who's giving me support.
Big up, Tommy.
And again, just Elon Musk.
Big up Elon Musk.
And also Carson Kay and Alistair Williamson, the KC. He absolutely, like, do you know when you watch someone who's so good at their trade, skillfully picks something to pieces? I'm watching it just thinking, wow.
But this should have never happened.
It shouldn't have been here. Why have I been here? Yeah. Time and time again. That's my fault. I've got another trial lined up now. My solicitors just said to me before, we need to see you about your next trial.
Isn't there any possibility of getting compensation for all of the money spent and all of the stress that you've gone through?
When I walked out of court last time, I can see what's there. So look. When I walked out of court last time, I'll get on your camera.
Now you're back to that one.
When I walked out of court last time,
Tommy.
When I walked out of court last time, and I was looking. When I walked out of court last time.
Yeah. So Tommy, all
what are you trying to do?
So Tommy, all I can say is thank you very much. Yes, it is great that you. Hold on, no. You're going to break. You're going to break.
All this gear will end up getting chucked everywhere.
So what we've now got to get me my microphone.
When do I play?
No. Table. That's it.
Watch out.
Thank you. That's it. That's not mine. Let's move backwards. So I've got my bit.
Holy moly. I know these guys. One of them was in my crutch. Just heading right in there. No shame.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. Thank you. Good amount.
And then by excluding all of the sets of judges, by excluding, they control
You're going to have to move back in a minute because we're going to come out there, so we need room to come out there. We need room to come out there.
Oh no, yeah, he didn't just he could have sat on the fence.
I know.
He hammered it. And I'm pretty shocked by it. I'm not just shocked.
Can't get out there, it's going to have to come through, so whoever's behind is going to get pushed. Don't need to get pushed.
When I was on trial, when you was here, they made it about driving an expensive car. So what? What's that got to do with terrorism? It's your mate's car, there's no big story. What's the story?
The judge said you were targeted for your political beliefs in that too. Do you think that's going to get less likely that police will target you for your political beliefs? Or do you think the problem will be
It's happened 12 months ago, 18 months ago.
unlawful bail, unlawful arrest. They found all that then. They found all that. Are you going to? Are they? Is that how
Is that the BBC?
Everyone to space.
Turn that music on! Turn the music on! Turn the music on! That's not strange. That's why we're giving
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
sat on the trial. Not one single journalist sat on that trial. Not one single journalist who sat on that trial reported one single thing that the judge done there. Why not? You're not listening. The environment was that we sat on a trial where all you mainstream media who sat listening to the evidence, the judge made his verdict on the day, and listened to what the judge had got. I don't care, shut up, man. There's a fucking woman in here. I'm not going to listen, mate. It doesn't matter. How come not one of you reported any of the stuff the judge had? During the trial, you made it about car, you made it about money, you made it about me, you made it about far right. Who's your happy? Why did you think why would this decision come out today? I did. I searched in there after my trial, and I found that not one person found that the police officer admitted we have to go on the police officer admitted he was detained after 34 seconds. Good boy, Tommy. Well done, bro. I'm confused by it all. And I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated by the mainstream media reporting these Why did you when you say Tommy! Go on, bro! Why didn't you report what happened in court? Why didn't you report the truth? Why didn't you report about all the stuff the judges done? You didn't report any of it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, you didn't report the 34 seconds. They didn't. Who did you report?
It's a very intimidating environment that you're living in.
Why is it intimidating? I'm asking questions. This is what I get everywhere I go.
Surrounded
by everyone acting calmly. The cameras, they're all journalists. The same happens to me.
Tommy Robinson, well done, Tommy. Yes, God bless you. Well done,
None of you report anything that happens. You're going to have to report that version now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Robinson now is essentially on his way out. I'm not sure if he's...
Go on, Tommy. Oh, you shook my hand, you just shook my hand. You shook my hand.
Flag.
Go on, Tommy. Go on, Tommy. Go on, Tommy. What's your name? Go on, Tommy. Go on, Tommy. Tommy Robinson.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Tommy Robinson now leaving. Now there are people who are going to follow him. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure if it's worth. Alan! Legend.
Is this the BBC?
You're killing me.
Dad! Oh, I thought Dad was coming. Yes, Mama!
Okay, we are now following Tommy Robinson to his car, I believe. To be honest with you, I should have just ended it there, but
We just got up on the fucking
this music is terrible for my copyright. Killing my YouTube channel here. Yeah, I mean, play some like copyright-free music. Getting a little closer.
Mark, you know that where the van's parked, right? Yeah.
Coming over, boys, over to the road.
To be honest with you, recording these guys is actually more fun than Tommy. These guys are insane. They're willing to kill for the shot. It's a little bit of a media mayhem here. Independent media trying to get in there. They are fighting for 1 minute access.
We're getting out of there, it's made on cable.
Here we are. He's in. He's in. Everyone else is in. Hello.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm going to
Excuse me. Everybody else is get out the way.
Leave the door alone.
Go, go, go.
Fucking Irish music.
Okay, and that's it. We're done. We are done. Oh, there's a lead. I saw a cable fall on the floor right next to Wendell's tripod. I thought it was Wendell's. Go and ask Wendell. He might have it. He'll have a cable. Okay. Oh, the smell of the marrow. The devil's weed. It's a strong smell. Strong smell.
With Tommy, put him
No.
in or nothing.
Yeah,
it's so hard
crazy.
nowadays.
It's crazy. Yeah, it was absolute like a zoo. Yeah. No, this time it was. Yeah, it's just to be honest, it's actually the media. This is the media. It's not.
What channel are you?
Well, right now I'm actually live on Louis Errington, but that's a friend of mine who I'm streaming for. My name is Hafiz.
Yeah.
Hafiz TV. But yeah, we're just YouTubers trying to get a moment. Unfortunately, yeah, I had a really good position when he came out of court, next to Wendell, so I managed to get a really good shot of him.
You're going to have to wait too long.
Yeah, thank God for that. Yeah, not too cold, not too hot, no rain. All done right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, We're going to go back in front of the Magistrates Court where we will end the stream, because that is it. That's all we have for you today. Today's show.
Right, and now run to mummy. Don't be naughty again. Otherwise you'll have to learn in the back of the slipper.
So nonce in there.
Yes. If you are bacon, mate, hope you get fucking done in, mate.
This man is a character and a half.
Oh, exactly,
We
mate.
love him.
I appreciate you, very much.
Sorry, what is your channel name?
Oh, my ADHD addiction. So
ADHD, yes, I follow you.
What's your name again?
Hafiz TV.
Hafiz.
Nice to meet you.
Hafiz TV.
Yeah, Hafez.
Hafiz. Hafiz TV. Right?
you.
How you going?
There's the ADHD. He's a geezer. He's a bit of a geezer. Love him. Great guy.
Who's coming out there?
Oh, Tommy Robinson. He's gone. Are you famous? You seem so familiar. Tommy Robinson? He's like a centre right wing guy who protests, who sets up protests. You know that protest on the 13th of September? In central London, Westminster. Well, it was called Uniting the Kingdom. So it's like a celebration.
I get it, yeah, I get it.
It's a UK thing. No worries. Jeff himself. Are you trying to get an interview? He's on the phone. Jeff. AY himself. Big up AY. Okay. Guys and girls. We're about done, right? I think so.
About 2 years. I would say 2 years. Just under 2 years. Not really. She's got those.
At the moment, we're still going. But I think we're going to call it a day any moment now. Unless something else is going to kick off. I'm not entirely sure.
What's up, sir? An ordinary person. So if it comes to an extraordinary person like Elon Musk, we should all be grateful to him. He is as important as any head of state.
And also, you know, citizens do not want to be living in a totalitarian state where someone like Tommy is on trial for terror charges, where Lucy Connolly is behind bars. This has to stop. We are all being persecuted.
Yeah, every single day, according to the Times of London, 30 people in the UK are arrested for hurt words on social media. And I mean, we all know young Bob was arrested and held overnight in the police station. There was the migrant hotel auditor who was arrested. Police raided his home. I mean, we only know a small, like, the mind can't handle the number. Like, it would be 200 a week. I mean, you just listed 2 or 3 names, but there's 200 a week. Yeah, some of the people here are chiming in that they were arrested. So it's a real plague. I come from Canada, which is part of the British Commonwealth, and we look up to the UK as the source of a lot of our laws and our traditions. And freedom of speech is a very core British value. And it pains me to see that in its home turf, that value is in retreat. In Ireland also I see it. On the continent I see it in France. I think censorship is trying to cover up the problem. You listed some of the problems, the rape gangs. Censorship is a tool to cover that up.
Ezra, I just wanted to ask before you go, you were recently attacked at a protest. You are so kind, approachable, you know, and I was so shocked to hear that. What happened?
sure. There were two things in Ireland, and I think people are confusing them. One is I was at a protest that turned into a bit of a riot, and I got pepper sprayed. And I don't take that personally. I mean, if you're in a rambunctious scene, you might get a whiff of pepper. I think the cops did target the journalists, though, because I know GB News was pepper sprayed, and there was a Spanish reporter pepper sprayed. But you know, that's not the end of the world. It stings for a few minutes.
It's GB News.
Well, I give them credit. Dougie Beattie, I think, was doing a really good job there. But then I was jumped from behind by some masked man. I don't know who it was, and he knocked me down. I got up a moment later, and I mean, it hurt, but I don't understand what. I mean, I simply don't know who it was, so I don't know what was behind it. But that's certainly not going to deter me. A lot of people have suffered a lot more than that. And I mean, thanks for your friendly words, but it's not going to stop me.
No, of course. I mean, look, there's a lot of people on the ground that are getting the truth out, and this is why citizen journalists have never been so in demand. And you know, Dan and Outspoken is the only independent news show. You know, it's phenomenal that we can bring viewers exactly what's going on here.
Well, you know what? It's the best of times and the worst of times. And Dan is on my mind when I think of the best of times. And Meyer Juicy, and there's a few others like that. Enormous. I mean, Dan does an enormous production every day live. And it's such a big audience. It's so well produced. I don't know how he does it. He's such a fountain. I'm not just saying this to suck up to him. I mean, I watch news in a lot of different countries, in the United States, in Canada, in Australia, in the UK, and I don't know how Dan does it, but it's an amazing product. He gets top-notch guests. He's got great, and he does it every day.
And he knows as well how the deep state operates. You know, he has been at the very centre of the mainstream. So it's amazing to be able to bring people the full narrative and truth.
And YouTube has recently relaxed a little bit in its censorship, and I think that's attributable to A, the competition from Twitter, and B, Trump's win has brought with it a new support for freedom of speech. So it has sort of a knock-on effect to other media as well. Anyways, we're having a mutual admiration society. We both love Dan, and we hope he continues to be a strong voice for freedom.
Ezra, can I just say one thing?
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you.
Ezra, that was a lovely quote where you said the judge, the cat ate the homework. I love that quote. That's absolutely awesome.
I think the judge gets the copyright.
Okay. BBC News, that means. Nah, you won't see BBC here, mate.
Hey, good to see you, mate. Oh, mate, you made it.
What's all these hugs and kisses?
Oh, somebody's jealous. Somebody's jealous.
So Ezra, you've come all the way from Canada. I almost called you a flight and then my cowboy. But the great thing you've arrived here.
Let's find somebody.
I'm going to
John
ask
from
you something very
Vox Popular. Great guy. Love his video editing techniques.
Justice system.
We don't have a choice. Yeah, let's go somewhere.
Yeah. The judge, let me sum it up if I could. The judge said Tommy was illegally targeted for his political beliefs. And you can't do that. You can't target someone because of their religion. You can't target someone because of their politics. It's a powerful weapon. And you can only use it to seize someone and search for if you
just recognizing
terrorism, and no one in the world will. In fact, what they did when they detained him at the border,
he's actually an Islamic
other police agencies
debate. He doesn't want to be very Show me the man. He debates a lot of Muslims in the Speaker's Corner and online. Me, on myself, yes, I'm just a dude with a camera and YouTube channel. At the moment, I'm live on Louis Aaron on holiday, but normally Harvest TV. But yeah, just I've been Young Bob, can we get a quick interview on Louis Errington's channel with you, sir?
Whose?
Louis.
Why are you filming for him today?
Because he's on holiday.
I hope he's paying you. I hope he's paying you, by the way.
We have a deal, but that's neither here or there. Let me Bob, keep doing your good stuff, bro. No worries, a word or two with young Bob.
Yeah, I'll message you back, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Here's my microphone. Yeah, cough it all out, baby.
Yeah,
Smoking kills, kids. Smoking kills.
Yes.
Okay, here we are with young Bob of the Young Bobs, and I can never have a serious conversation with you, man. All right, young
too much
Bob,
history.
what do you think about the verdict today? And do you think this is another win for freedom of speech and also some of the oppressive terrorism laws that we have in this country?
Well, I think George Galloway should be happy in that there's sort of a precedent set here now that there are some legally protected views that we can use and that it's protected. However, it's interesting. So the first thing that the judge noted is that the original used argument from the ECHR is actually not compliant, as in it doesn't break the ECHR to charge someone under the Terrorist Act, and there's actually no threshold of evidence that you would be required to stop someone under this offence. However, because of the bumbling collaborations of 4 cross-examined officers who looked like they were going to faint, it appeared that there was no reason to arrest him, that it seemed to be under his protected views, and whose views are more published than Tommy Robinson's.
Absolutely.
So why are you trying to argue that he's a terrorist when other partner organisations that are still involved within the arrest couldn't argue years before the EDL was even disbanded? So ideally, if we lived in a all-right world that wasn't severely corrupt and morally bankrupt, we would have had the court case immediately thrown out, dismissed, and the verdict wouldn't have come a week after his state visit to Israel.
One thing I wanted to ask you a little bit off the normal beaten path. Last time Ezra Levan was here, he was actually thrown out of court for not being a journalist or whatever. One of the BBC reporters, in fact, complained about him. How was things? You were on the inside today, right? You saw the whole thing. How was he treated today, and how were things different today?
There's an area for credit to journalists that he was never accepted in, because he was still allowed to report on Twitter in the gallery, which just means his audio was crap, so he may have not been able to pick up everything.
How about yourself? Were you able to report, or were you reporting from the gallery?
I kind of make mental notes and will be writing my own manuscript that I've done last time on Twitter.
I'm actually quite surprised that they allow mobile phones in the gallery.
Well, you're not allowed to use them, you have to turn them off.
Oh, I see. So
but he was
them
a credited journalist, so he's a credited journalist, but he's not allowed to sit in the credited journalist area, so he's allowed to use his phone, but he's not allowed to
sit in the accredited journalist. This is like so childish to me. It's like petty. You're not in the in-group. So generally, though, do you see some sort of light at the end of the tunnel of this particular situation for Britain?
Yeah, I think so. However, for Tommy, it's just going to get worse, because regardless of the outcome of any of these cases, he still has another court case to attend for harassment. That's still going to cost thousands and thousands of pounds.
Oh, of course, yeah, because of the journalists who actually.
Everyone makes money in a court case.
Yeah.
Aside from Tommy.
Yeah, it seems that way. Anyway, thank you, sir. I will catch you online or on speakers. Thank you, Mr. Can we call you by your name now, or do you have to go by I know, it's become complicated now. Have you had any harassment at your local residence and stuff since this whole thing came out?
Thank you.
When was in Southampton? How the fuck did you get up there?
What, on that bridge?
Yeah. I thought, fucking hell, you're fucking not a small geezer. And he was up there like a fucking shot, and I thought, how the fuck did he get up there?
Good move when I have to move.
Good. That was
good move when I have to move.
That was really good, though. The way you put it across the commentary was fucking brilliant. I loved it. Well done, man.
Right,
my old man.
Going, yeah.
The grandkids, man.
So?
Yeah, both sitting the grandkids.
What's Martin doing?
My background
he's
is
going.
car
Where's
charging
train
business.
station? Right on the left.
That's
There,
why.
there. See us all later.
That's why I'm part of what I do.
Yeah,
And it's
no,
for
good
all
on
for the
you,
kids.
Yeah, good on you,
I've
mate.
done 17 years in institution, so.
So, wait, can we get a comment from today's verdict from you?
It's, I'll say this, yeah. The citizen journalists, they're coming for us all over the place. So it sets a precedence, yeah. sets of precedents now.
So you think this is a win for today?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, say it's a win. It should never have happened in the first place.
Yeah,
you know, the match should never have been played.
The state of play that we have these days.
You know, like, so it shouldn't have even been.
It shouldn't have even been at this court.
No, it shouldn't even have been to court. You know, like, and the judge, I think the judge already commented on like the failings in between. But listen, Tommy's been saying for a long time, and I've not been following him for long. Yeah, so I'm just going to repeat some stuff that he said over time. You know. It starts off with like lawfare. Yeah, first of all they tried with all the defamation, which is what I'm going through at the minute a little bit. Yeah, and then they target the money because then they demonetise me. Yeah, so then they target the money, and then the next thing is lawfare. To get what money you have got, to get that tied up in court cases. So November the 18th, I go to court myself.
Really?
I go to court myself. See what they're going to do.
Is this for an arrest that was made, or is this someone suing you for like some kind of defamation?
No, it's for they want to issue. They want to issue me with a criminal behaviour order to stop me from going to any hotel and protest.
Yeah? Private individual.
Yeah, so they want to issue me with some sort of. They want to, yeah, but we're going to see.
They want to get you on a bail condition.
Yes, they want to put me on some sort of condition, yeah. But
do you feel confident that you're going to beat it?
Always.
Good man.
Always.
Good man. We need you out there.
Listen, Javez, what will be, will be. Yeah? What will be, will be. And if they do that, then they're just going to screw themselves even more because they're going to look and think, I don't mean to be big-headed, but everybody knows me at the moment, you know.
You're the hottest ticket in town right now.
Exactly. And so if these little things that they're doing to me, then the people are going to look at that and think, this is not fair. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to be like a martyr or a scapegoat or anything, you know. Like, I want to be myself.
But the fact is that, like you said, the truth is the truth, and this is the truth of the life you're leading now. You are one of the few who stuck your head above the parapet, who try to expose what is actually happening, and they're coming for you. And this is what's going to happen to all of us.
Look, there was a group of us. There was Truth Hurts, Active Patriot, Yorkshire Rose, myself. Yeah. We was exposing this before it was a fashion.
Yeah.
Now it's a fashion, other people expose it. Which is, I'm not knocking, which is a good thing as well, because it gets more eyes on it.
Exactly.
Yeah?
And it's bringing it into the mainstream consciousness.
Of course.
Which is what we really ultimately want.
That's what we need, yeah, and that's exactly what we've achieved. Where we've managed to bring it into mainstream, yeah, and bring it into other people's eyes that wouldn't normally see it. And a lot of these people are also disgusted, yeah, about the situation and about the way that the country is actually going. Yes, and they never knew about it. So I take great pride and great pleasure in knowing that I contributed and I helped do that to a certain degree, along with everybody with camera as well, not just myself.
Are we expecting more great videos from you in the future? Have you got some things in the pipeline?
Yeah, so even though YouTube demonetised me, I'm still going to be uploading my videos on YouTube. I'm still going to put them up there, not as often as what they was. I'm still going to live stream on YouTube like I am today. So I'm still going to live stream. Also going to live stream on other platforms at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Are you going to start looking at Rumble and other sort of...
Yeah, so I've got a Kick account. I've obviously got my X account as well. Excellent. So I'm just going to start to stream, multi-stream across all platforms. Start building my audience on other platforms as well.
Yeah, you've got to have backup.
So, yeah, not that we'll see how it goes, but we will use this next 3 months as a stepping stone to not only better ourselves, but come back better. We're not going to go anywhere. So people say, "Oh, come back with a bang."
No, but strengthen your roots.
Listen, if we come back with any more of a bang, then bloody hell, there won't be nothing left. Yeah, because we entered this spear with a bang, and we still keep. Do you know what I mean? You know, it can't be like that no more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
No problem, Javez.
Take care.
Thank you very much,
we'll
bro.
Catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Ezra Levand is still with us. He's still doing some commentary. We've still got Wendell Daniels. He's still live and direct.
I'm still live.
From the Magistrates Court.
For those of you who are watching, we are currently...
but I'm not entirely sure.
We've got 3.4 thousand currently on YouTube. So big up. So
what else?
443.
What time is it?
JB8148. David _WRW. Although it's not Annie.
I don't know if you know, they're going down Witherspoons afterwards.
Are they?
Yeah, you know, one Baker Street.
Oh, yeah.
What we go before, we're not going to. That's what we're going to be.
No worries. Excuse me, miss. Hi. Great fan of yours. I've seen you on Downwatering a lot. Can I just get like 2 minutes of reaction on what you thought about
Where are you
today?
from?
Well, I'm just a guy with YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Half STV. My friend's YouTube channel, which I'm live on, he's on holiday. I'm covering for him.
Oh, nice.
He is. There you go. Just in case. But can I just get like
I've got to go in 1 minute, but yeah, definitely.
1 minute. That's all I need. That's what she said. Could you please introduce yourself to the audience? I mean, I know you're from Downwatering, but introduce yourself. And what do you think about the verdict again?
So I'm Lauren the Insider on YouTube, and I'm here reporting for Dan Wootton Outspoken. And today, I think, well, it's the right verdict. I mean, it has given me slightly more faith in the judiciary process and system, but at the end of the day, we are all being bullied by our government and by the police. You know, this should have never happened. This is such a waste of money, taxpayers' money, time, energy, police, court space. It should have never got to this.
It's funny how the police can't actually investigate real crimes, but they have time for all of this, and of course Twitter people.
Well, thousands and thousands of apparent grooming gangs in London, which Sadiq Khan will not even acknowledge. We have corruption in the Met, this is a fact. But they want to focus on Tommy Robinson not giving the PIN for his mobile phone. And if you look back at why he was arrested, it was because he was driving a friend's Bentley, he hadn't booked his ticket and was buying it there, and he would not look the officer in the eyes. I mean, this is just laughable, but it's actually sinister because Tommy's rights being attacked are the same as yours, mine, everyone's.
But first they come for the Tommies and they come for the rest of us.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time.
No worries.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. See ya.
Just let me just
Okay.
shake hands. Is that Howard Cox? Hello, sir. Great fan of yours. I'm so sorry you didn't win the mayoralship last time. I was so rooting for you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'll drop you a DM.
Yeah, I was so rooting for you because I hate driving at 20 miles an hour. It's killing me.
Well, if I had been elected, the crime would have been down. We'd have more police in the street. There'd be no ULEZ.
Oh my God!
But Advance UK will pick up the mantle.
I hope so. Are you actually now?
I'm with Norman.
Hi, how you doing?
This is the prof.
Oh, I see. So, are you guys running for the next mayoral election?
No, I wouldn't do that because there's no chance of winning it for a start. Well,
you think Sadiq is going to get another turn?
Oh, of course he will.
I mean, if the right wing fragment the vote too much, unfortunately he'll just be re-elected. Even on the left, Sadiq Khan is only like the only viable option, therefore they'll vote for him.
How do we get rid of him?
Well, I won't say what I think we should do, but...
yeah, but politically it just almost seems like he's got it locked down.
But the political voting system is also corrupt. I mean, when I was canvassing in Islington, for example, during the mayoral election, I was knocking on doors and this guy ran out from a lovely Pakistani shop owner. He ran out and he said, "Can I have a selfie?" I said, "Oh, well, I got your vote." He said, "No, I'm voting for Sadiq Khan and I've got my 10 voting cards."
Oh my God!
So that's what we're up against. He had his name on each one, slightly spelled differently. And that's the thing. And the postal vote is corrupt, everything's corrupt. I mean, I knew I wouldn't win, but unfortunately Nigel Farage at that point wasn't leader, and therefore I didn't get that noise that I needed, and I wasn't looked after. The only people that stood by me were Ben Habib and Rupert Lowe, and I'm now very much part of Advance UK working with them.
Is there any chance that Rupert Lowe will join Advance?
I think you've got to understand there's two things about it. The first is this: he stood and won under reform as an MP, then he fell out, all the horrible things that Zia Youssef did to him, Lee Anderson did to him, and the fact that Rupert Lowe, in such a way upset Nigel because he was talking about mass deportation. There is absolutely no way that his constituents will like him going from being Reform, Independent to Advance UK yet. And I think it'll come. And bear in mind, he's running a thing called Restore Britain, which is a movement. It's not a political.
It's a pressure group. It's not really a political
it's
party.
It's a think tank, political, not a party. And that's where Advance UK, that's where Ben Levine is different. He wants you don't vote for a movement, you vote for a political party.
What do you think about there's a rumour going around, right, that just before the next election, maybe 12 months before, Rupert Lowe and Kenneth B are going to join together and then make for a position in the Conservative Party. And rekindle the Conservative Party, and then knock Nigel Farage out. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm very close to the Tory party.
The way you comment on that, that's awesome.
Also, I'm very close to Ben Levine, and that's not going to happen. We don't want to fail the Tories. Having said that, we do have to bring these people. There's too many disparate groups on the right-hand side. You've got them all over UKIP, English Heritage, United Britain, or whatever they're all called. Protected Kids, whatever they are. But Ben Levine is, honestly, believes that Advance UK can win the next election. We're the fastest growing party. In 17 weeks, we've got 40,000 paid members. That's never happened. Even Reform didn't get that. And most of those people that join are ex-Reform people. And I believe Reform UK will implode. There's a lot to come out in the next year or two about some of the things they're doing. And they're flip-flopping. Look what happened yesterday when Nigel talked about he's dropped the flagship, which I stood on in Dover. I stood on the fact that you won't start paying tax until you get paid. You earn 20 grand. That's gone. That's now an aspiration, not a policy. There's too many of those things happening. We are generally, Advance UK generally want to well, the most important thing is tomorrow down the edge. Winter budget. And I run a campaign called Fair
Living on the edge.
Oh shit, that's the second one I've seen on the fire.
Okay, we are now moving on to
there's a gentleman with a 100-year-old flag. This is a very old flag. Let's get a shot of this.
Don't look it all.
Flying the flag.
I know this is a very old flag. That's why I saw it the last time.
No smoke. Can I have marijuana, sir? I've heard that Alan is going to go to the weather school somewhere down here.
Right, I have to head
How
back.
about you? Are you going home?
Filming my podcast.
Is that with Emma?
No.
Oh, it's just yourself.
Have you not seen it?
I'm following your channel. I don't see everything. There's a lot of channels. Because I saw you and Emma. Actually, you sit down podcast. So the line is always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming down. Close them.
England!
Okay. I am. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end the show now because everyone else is slowly leaving. So thank you so much for joining me on Louis Errington's live stream. My name is Hafiz from Hafiz TV, Hafez TV. If you like, just like and subscribe over there. Go ahead, but please make sure you like and share this from Louis' channel on all the platforms that you're on, and you know, hit that notification bell if you want us, if you want to be informed of us going live. Louis will be back tomorrow or day after, and he'll take it from there. Thank you so much. Peace.